Alright, kind of one of those tag videos, answer it anyway this time. Post a link, because the guy was kind of funny. So, what the hell. So I'll just do the 5 things I like part. So I've already done the 5 things about me thing before. And it's hard to think up any of this stuff anymore anyway. So 5 things I like. Well, I don't like anything anymore, really. It's kind of sort of true. Yeah, I like thinking about women. I like dreaming about women. I like looking at women whenever possible, in person. Something else with women. Oh yeah, that too. But anyway, yeah, women are pretty cool. We'll count that as one thing that I like presently. Yeah, but right now, I don't like much else. Just, my focus has gotten kind of narrow. So I just have to do things I used to like. I used to like golfing, playing golf. Just liked golf courses. It was kind of a nice place to just hang around, because it was sort of natural, but it was cleaned up nature, It was like grass and trees and stuff, but it was clean, there wasn't crap all over the place, and you didn't step in shit and all that kind of stuff. It was just nice. And I just kind of liked it as a sport. I know people laugh at it, but there's sort of a sport to it. But then it's also the skill thing. It's just a nice mix, because you gotta have enough aptitude or athleticness to be able to hit a ball, pretty far. And then you have to get on this whole greeny thing, and you have to have enough brains to be able to calculate where the ball's going to go. And so that's pretty interesting. Well, anyway, I liked it. So enough explanation on that one. I guess I liked fishing when I was a kid. My father used to take me fishing. We used to go fishing every weekend, and so I just got used to fishing, And that's an addiction I had for quite a while. I can give it up maybe 10 or 15 years ago. I pretty much stopped fishing regular. Yeah, it's a stupid thing. But it's got some goods to it. In spite of the horror that you're actually imposing on the dumb animals that are sort of doomed anyway. Usually, it's usually stocked fish, and they're going to get fucked anyway. Somebody's going to come along and fuck them. So part of me didn't feel too bad about it, but in theory, it's still violence for no good reason against the animal that you could just I could mind my own business and not try to put a hook in its mouth. So anyway, but it was kind of a good activity just as the human activities go, just because you did a lot of thinking. Fishing is basically going out to go thinking or daydreaming or imagining. You really can't do it without your brain entertaining you most of the time. You're not just sitting there saying, "Oh, come on, fish, come on, fish." You're just not doing that. You're thinking about all kinds of shit. So I like doing that. I did have a short period of my life where, I was pretty addicted to video games, and sort of narrowly escaped. I had a PlayStation, and fortunately it broke, and so that was it. I didn't migrate to doing it on the computer. I guess I sort of knew I was already kind of susceptible to this activity, that it was kind of seductive, and I could end up wasting a lot of time doing that. So I tried to avoid it, and I did. And, but I really did like, I had Tomb Raider, that was my favorite. And I also liked just racing cars. There was like Formula One, it was like the Formula One racing. It was just called Formula One or something like that. And you just, race these cars, and you could bust up the other guys a little bit as you're going along, and, to your advantage. And, I like the simulated driving. Stupid as that sounds. Yeah, I like the video games. Pretty good. Ice cream. I used to like ice cream a lot. I probably still would, but I don't eat it now. And let's see what else is like. I have a garden, so I sort of like flowers. I like planting flowers. I like raising them. I like genetically fucking with them. I just don't know if I don't get all, you know, I don't get any nerve endings, don't get all twitchy over them. But yeah, I mean, I like growing things. It might just be I resorted to flowers because I couldn't, where I live, there's just so many critters out to eat everything you plant that, the fun of having a vegetable garden was just ruined because everything got eaten. So, I don't know if is there anything else you need. I liked climbing trees, that was another one when I was a kid. I liked climbing trees. I spent a lot of time up in the top of trees, just, especially when it was windy, it was kind of cool because you'd be blowing back and forth and moving around, and so that was kind of neat. Can't really do that anymore, though. I don't like heights anymore. But maybe I should, climb a few trees, in my leisure time. Just get back into it a little bit, see if I can get more comfortable being at altitude. Might be a good strategy. But it's time. Who's got time? Gotta make YouTube videos, right? I should make a video from up in a tree. That's a good idea. So maybe I'll make not my next video. Maybe I'll make a video in future from up in a tree. Yeah, that might be okay. And what else? So that's about it. I had some other thing I wanted to add here. Oh, I just thought maybe, I'm not going to do the tag thing. I won't tag anybody. But I'll just make a video suggestion that I'll relate, like maybe if instead of 5 things you like 5 events that, did you in on life, being a benign, don't worry, be happy adventure. 5 of those little horrors. 5 horrors. Yeah, that might be a way to put it. 5 real-life horror stories. So let's see. I don't know. I don't think I got 5 off the top of my head real quick, but I could just go through the pet ones. I mean, my first dog died on its birthday because its intestines strangled its liver. Yeah, that was really fun. Driving to the hospital in a horrible blizzard, while the dog was dying in my hands. That was fun. I had to kill a raccoon once. I mean, I've killed a few animals, but this raccoon was the one that sticks in my head the most. It apparently got hit by a car, and it worked its way to the stream, back here in the woods. And I mean, it had 2 broken legs. Its legs were all busted up. Its head was, mangled. One eye was, I think, gone. It was just horrible condition. So here it's just sitting on the edge of the water, just trying to lap up a little water, and just it was just trying to comfort its misery somehow, trying to figure out some way to not feel so horrible. And I had to kill it with I didn't have anything around, so I had to kill it with a rock, smash in the head thing. And that was it was horrible. Yeah. But that pet thing, I'll do it to you. I mean, I have lots of horrible pet stories, and then it's like I had a cat that took 2 months to die, and there's, blood coming out of its nose. I won't even go into that one. It was so horrible. And then, my sister died of cancer. That was pretty horrible right after she had a kid, and, she desperately wanted to have a kid all her life, and blah, 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 and she finally has a kid, and she gets cancer. It was just, horrible. Yeah, old people in nursing homes have got stories like that, but they're just, I won't even go there. I mean, don't even want to think about that. So what else? I can't think of one. I did have this horrible toothache thing once where I ended up, got a little tiny filling in my tooth, and the dentist fucked up somehow. Well, anyway, it got infected, and I didn't know. It wasn't swollen. My tooth didn't ache, but my ear, the whole ear was just driving me insane. I mean, I almost wanted to just stick knives into my ear. It was causing me so much pain. And, that was like, whew. Life is out of control. This is way too much of a distraction to have to live with. But yeah, well, whatever. So that's probably enough. I don't need to go into any other junk. But anyway, make horrible videos. Why life sucks. for on the personal level, you know, what you see, what you've had happen to you personally. Yeah, so that's enough. It's probably too many minutes, so I'll have to cut something off. Oops, that doesn't sound good. I'm not going to cut anything off. I'll tuck it in something, but I won't cut it off. So anyway, enough of a video. Till next time, or whenever. Next time seems good enough, if there is one.